Okay.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to Farm Talk Friday. It's Friday, January 7th, 2022. The first Farm Talk Friday of the new year. I'm Ken Jordan. This is my beautiful wife, Giovanna. And we are not at the farm, but that's okay. We're doing it anyway.
That's right. We didn't want to disappoint. Hello, Jonty. Thanks for tuning in live.
Yeah.
This is the new one of the Gregorian calendar, New Year, but of what we're calling 2022. So here we are. This is actually a very cool place, and instead of giving you guys a live tour, I posted pictures already, so you can go to the Green Wave House page, and on top of seeing some pictures from the farm this week, you can also see some cool pictures of where we're staying, which was a very nice surprise, this little staycation.
That's right.
That's right. So on the farm this week, do you want to talk about?
Well, the most exciting news for me is the ongoing successful capturing of the rhinoceros beetles. Our amazing permaculturist Adriana has, we ordered these traps, these supernatural traps that use pheromones and I don't know what else, and they are catching these rhinoceros beetles super well, and hopefully they will stop killing our coconut trees.
Yes, because we've had 2 coconut trees go down so far.
Or should we say coconut
super
palms?
sad. Our coconut palms.
Coconut palms.
Yeah. Right. I don't know. Our dwarf coconut palms. I think the beetles are the natural predator of any coconut palm.
These beetles.
These beetles, the rhinoceros beetles. So it's interesting. She told us about these pheromone traps. We had to order them from somewhere.
From some cool company called Chemtica.
Chemtica. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and then.
So it has to be a female-run, natural agroforestral product. Anyway, it's cool. Chemtica.
Yeah. Unless it has to do with like the chem part would be feminine anyway.
I don't know.
Anyway. Hopefully it's women run. That would be very cool.
It definitely is.
Okay, so, but anyway, so she found this product. We had to order it. And then we had to like get natural sugar cane, which we've been meaning to grow, but we don't grow it yet. And so there's a local family that runs, what's it called?
Trapicheria.
Trapicheria.
Trapiche?
No.
Ah, shoot. We're going to tell you next week.
It's where they make local sugar.
Trapiche. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's where they make the tapa de dulce, which are these brown sugar.
Like cube, but they're not cubes.
They're capsules. They're big, and they look like a top of something. So that's what they call tapa de dulce. And it's it's the coolest operation ever. At Trapiche, they have oxen, and they're twisting this like vice thing that squeezes it's like got 2 gears like this, and the cane goes in, and it squeezes out this sugar sap, and then it goes into these boiling vats, which are wood fired underneath. I've got to post video. I still have really good video of it, and I'm going to do that. So I'm going to post the video, and I'm going to do something else. Okay. Anyway, and they cook the sugar cane, and then cook it for a while. I don't know the process. And eventually they pour it into these wood molds, and that forms the tapa de dulce that you buy in all of the stores here in Costa Rica.
Yes, but some of them are being made commercially now, and so the trapiches are the original method made by like small families, and so we just happen to have one in the local area, and that's where we knew for sure that we could get some sugar cane for these beetle traps. And so she's like, do you know where to get the sugar cane? And I said, well, there's this family and we've been there. We did the field trip that Ken just absolutely loved. This was years ago when we first got down to Costa Rica. I'm like, but Lula will know how to get a hold of that family because she carries the sugar. It's all very fun and sweet. So the local community working together collaboratively, whether they knew it or not, to help save our coconut palms. And then in other news, we finally decided that we would kind of rid ourselves. We're doing almost like a spring cleaning. And we had like lots of jars of cashew seeds.
This is embarrassing.
Well, I've already started it, so I'm gonna, anyway. So Ken makes a lot of products from the cashew fruit.
Yes.
He makes roll-ups. I think he's shown this before on Farm Talk Friday. And then he's also made jam. And look, the cashews are really hard to process, like so hard to process. They're toxic. And we don't have a commercial place where we could like drop them off. So in Italy, when we went to go visit Italy, lots of people grow olives and then they go to their local like oil refinery place and drop off their stuff and they come back and they get their oil. And we need something like that in the local area for cashews because it just doesn't really make sense to do it on your own. It's a lot of work. It's hard. We've burnt them. Like these toxic fumes, or like battery acid that you're inhaling.
Yeah, if you do the homemade jungle version, it's like 50-50 chance you're going to burn it or it's going to come out okay. You just don't know. So I kept saying I was going to come up with a method to do it successfully, consistently. I haven't got there yet. And so we were just gathering, about 4 years worth of
No, it wasn't
3 years worth of.
It wasn't even 3. It was like 2. But we had a lot. They were taking up room. We have a small house. So we're trying to make a small impact on the world.
3 years of old cashews.
Well, it was 2020.
Not 2018?
I don't think so.
Okay.
So anyways, we had a lot and they needed to do something. And so I decided to take it upon myself and be a fairy and throw seeds out into empty patches of property. And if they grow, they grow. And then we have more trees. And doesn't this world need more trees? I'd say yes. And so I did that. That was fun. We also gave some away. We gave some to our neighbors. So we shared because we are advocates for a sharing economy.
Yes.
And now they can try it on their own and see if it's worth their time and effort.
Yes, so an embarrassing thing that turned into a good thing. Thank you very much.
Yes, you're welcome. And it's fun. I like being a fairy and seeing what might grow. I do that a lot with flower seeds and just to, throw things. Like there's a cool company that or like an organization that was in LA called Guerrilla Bombing anyways, it was seed bombs. And seed bombs are, you take a bunch of seeds that are maybe ready to expire or that you just want to toss somewhere, and then you make little mud balls and then you throw them like into empty lots. And so it's slightly different because it's our own property, but I'll take seeds that are ready to expire and just throw them and see what comes up. And if they end up, surviving on their own and thriving, then cool, It's gonna maybe add more food, protect more soil. I don't know, and it's fun. So, hey, Alex is on. Hi, Alex. And Julian is watching today. Jonty. We got kind of a good group here.
That's right.
We got a great background. I don't know if you hear the echo. It's a little echoey in here. But I would say definitely check out the pictures. This is a really amazing room that Ken got us. And we're just having fun. So anyway, thank you for tuning in. We're going to get back to our little staycation. And
yes. And
I have one more thing.
Yes.
Though. 'Cause we should always do a little bit of chicken news.
Okay, chicken news.
Okay, so we had grain from La Pera Hermosa, a brewery that our friends own, and they had donated a bunch to us, and we've been storing it. And then, are you gonna jump in?
I was going to jump in because La Peramosa is not only an awesome brewery, but it's soon to be opening as a
Restaurant,
pub,
pub.
brew pub. You know, where you get their beer and food.
Yeah. So to all our friends that are local, that's opening soon. We're very excited about it.
In Mapais.
But anyway, they gave us a whole bunch of grain, and we did like this process where we dried it out for a few days, then we had to store it. So we used a bunch of it for the chicken food, and we used some for like a chicken compost, which I would like to do that again. And then we still had more, and we had put one of the containers under the house, and an animal opened it up, probably a raccoon, because they're super smart. And they have very agile hands. And so there was like grain all underneath the house, and Ken's like, "Oh no, what do we do? Like we have like these small rocks under the house." And I said, "We're gonna get the chickens to come over here and take care of this." So all I had to do was try to convince Hero and Rick and Poe to, come underneath the house, even though we're trying to chase them off the deck and away from this area. Normally I had to try and like figure out a way to get them to go underneath the house, and they go under there anyway. They were a little suspicious at first. It took maybe 2 days, but finally I got them to the right spot, and they went to town. They've totally cleaned up our mess. So thanks, chickens.
Great job, honey.
Yeah. So happy New Year, Gregorian New Year to everybody.
Yes, Happy New Year.
I hope.
We'll be back on the farm next Friday. So join us there next Friday on Farm Talk Friday.
Have a great weekend. Woo, woo, woo.
Oh, it's farther away this time.